stop. Niggas know me, man. I make a movie out of. Come on, I make a movie out of. I come through, man. Niggas change up. I make a movie out of. Talk crazy when I ain't around there. I make a movie. Niggas know niggas wanna fight. I make a movie out of. I leave him flat on his face with shit oozing out of. Niggas wanna stunt. I know what to do about him. Hand me that gat, I make an action-packed movie out of. Niggas wanna front. I make a movie out. I leave him flat on his face with shit oozing out of. Niggas wanna stunt. I know what to do about him. Hand me that gat, I make an action-packed movie out of. We by the bar with the Chris. Gorillas in the mist. You motherfuckers try to front, I go bananas with the clips. Got a hollow tip habit. I bulletproof the whips. My tires run on flats. You know I stay with gas. I hit the stash, pop out the Mac, try and pop out your back. More than sweat, I pop out your rack. Come on, man.
Bring
Ain't
it
got
back.
time for that love shit. Get out of here. Niggas know me, man. I make a movie out of. Come on, I make a movie out of. I come through, man. Niggas change up. I make a movie out of. Talk crazy when I ain't around there. I make a movie. Niggas know niggas wanna front. I make a movie out of. I leave him flat on his face with shit oozing out of. Niggas wanna stunt. I know what to do about him. Hand me that gat, I make an action-packed movie out of. Niggas wanna front. I make a movie out of. I leave him flat on his face with shit oozing out of. Niggas wanna stunt. I know what to do about him. Hand me that gat, I make an action-packed movie out of. We ride a bar with the Chris. Gorillas in the mist. You motherfuckers try to front, I go bananas with the clips. Got a hollow tip habit. I bulletproof the whips. My tires run on flats. You know I stay with gas. I hit the stash, pop out the Mac, try and pop out your back. More than sweat, I pop out your rack. Man, I'm the super bitch. You give super head, I make you super rich. I make stupid rich. I know lots of tricks. Type niggas that don't think and follow they dick. What more can I say? It's a beautiful day. Your vest ain't gon' work if you hit with the K. Spray when it's spray, you're not in the way. You running, you pussy, you scared of me. Niggas wanna front. I make a movie out of. I leave him flat on his face with shit oozing out of. Niggas wanna stunt. I know what to do about him. Hand me that gat, I make an action-packed movie out of. Niggas wanna front. I make a movie out of. I leave him flat on his face with shit oozing out of. Niggas wanna stunt. I know what to do about him. Hand me that gat, I make an action-packed movie out of. Son, look.
Oh, champ. Run up these likes, run up these likes, run up these likes. The mayor's back. People was complaining about the suits and all that. Well, the suits is back. You know why I'm wearing suits again? Because it just might be somebody's funeral, allegedly. I'ma just say that. The mayor is back. By the way, yeah. You gonna see more of these, I ain't gonna lie. You gonna see more of these, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, champ. Yeah. We back on nonsense. Right, if you ain't smash upon a like, you need to hit that like, man. We got content. Papoose is eating 50s Frank because he doesn't have anything better else to do besides eat 50s lower extremities, champ. Yeah, champ. Run these goddamn likes up, champ. If you ain't hit the like, you need to do that. But we gotta get into this content again. It's nasty work. What's going on here, man? It's very nasty work. Salute to the chat. We gotta jump in, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, champ. Yeah, man. Look at this.
Okay, so there's the line, black child poked you up, left you with the shakes. Bruno Carvalho yapped your chain and ended up with a case. Okay, so the black child situation, I know. It was a whole, was it the Hip Factory situation where 50 got cut by Black Child.
Oh, so you sure it wasn't
me and
like
Tony Yayo have a famous clip, when we talked about it, he tells me to shut the fuck up. I don't know if you
50 got stabbed that day, right? He did get stabbed.
Vlad, shut the fuck up with that shit.
Okay.
That meme came out of that whole situation. So that's that. I mean, that's established.
Well, let me ask you a question before you go. You sure Black Child wasn't just playing around and he just stuck the knife out a little bit?
No,
or did he really get stabbed?
It was an actual fight.
Oh, okay, because whenever it's this guy, it seems like we downplaying when he get punked, but keep going.
I'm not downplaying. No, well, listen, I heard he got stabbed. You know, Yayo said it was a scratch. I wasn't.
See what
there.
I'm saying? See, you gotta watch the tactics.
It
He's
is
very clever, Vlad. He's very clever. Watch this guy.
But there was some.
Mind you, the whole interview was about 50 and Papoose was being interviewed. I'm telling you, the whole interview is about 50. There's nothing to talk about when it comes to Papoose unless we talk about Claressa Shields getting thrashed by said G-Unit artist, right? Maserati Rose? Yeah, that's bro's name. Listen, ain't nothing to talk about with nobody knows nothing about Papoose outside of his failed marriage and failed relationship. That's it. You don't know nothing about Papoose. What, Alphabetical Slaughter? That's probably the most known song by him outside of his 50 Cent disc, which probably is more success than that record. I mean, bro is just a mixtape rapper that went absolutely nowhere if we being real. But you did a whole interview basically talking about Fifth. Dead ass. That's what happened. But let's continue, gang.
Knife play at hand.
Knife play. I like that. I like that. Knife play.
We got that. There was knife play at hand. Right? So who is Bruno Carvalho?
Bruno Carvalho is the dude. By the way, this is the craziest shit I ever seen happen to a rapper in my life. By the way, I'm gonna keep it a buck, Vlad. Like I grew up on the borderline of Bed-Stuy and Brownsville. Seeing this right here was the craziest shit I ever seen happen to a rapper. Bruno Carvalho, I hope I'm saying his name correctly because he's actually from the motherland, Africa. He's the guy who, when 50 Cent was performing on stage, who came on the stage, put his arm around him, and yapped him. You ever heard Annie Up from MOP?
Yeah.
Yapped that fool, put his arm around him, and yapped his chain.
Yo,
that's Bruno Carvalho.
I got that video. We gonna look at the Bruno Carvalho video because I have the video on hand. We're gonna watch that video too. I have it. I have the whole clip. I have the entire clip of Bruno Carvalho trying to take 50's chain while he's performing in Africa. So they're in Africa. 50's performing in Africa, and this Bruno Carvalho dude attempted to take his chain, and I guess they chased him down or what have you. I mean, honestly, it ain't nothing as crazy as he trying to make it seem, if I'm being real. You dig what I'm saying? But this is just weird. Bro, you doing a whole interview about this man is weird. Are you trying to promote your diss record? Because that's nasty work. I'm not gonna lie. Bro said no way this dude got beat up by Fat Joe. I don't recall anyone being beat up by Fat Joe. As a matter of fact, I will say that Papoose definitely gave Fat Joe a black eye. I remember these times, man. I was online when these things was happening, man. I remember MySpace era. It was in the MySpace era when this happened, when Papoose gave Fat Joe a black eye, and Fat Joe had like 18 different stories to tell in every interview that he had. I remember these times, champ. Mixtape era, MySpace era. Yeah, man. Papoose did blacken the eye of Cuban Fat Joe, who I don't believe is really Puerto Rican. But that's just my opinion, champ. But let's proceed, gang.
So you're saying Bruno stole 50's chain?
No, he yapped his chain off of his neck. It's to steal is when you take it when a person is not looking. He took it from him. He took the chain, and in the footage, when he yapped his chain, 50's first reaction was, if you look at the video, he pushed his man, like, get him. Then he ran behind the dude after that. You know, your first reaction says a lot.
Okay, so did he get the chain back? You're saying he pressed charges over that chain?
I'm telling you exactly what I said on the song. He ended up with a case. The dude ended up with a case. He yapped 50 chain. 50 pushed his man at him. When his man went after him, it looks like on the footage, then 50 pursued the chase with him, however it went. And the dude ended up locked up, man, for that chain. Now, since you're a guy who do your fact check, look this information up. It's public information. He got locked up.
Yo, listen. Bruno Carvalho did get locked up. But Fifth ain't got nothing to do with him getting locked up. These niggas is in a different country, nigga. This nigga was seen trying to take 50's chain while he was on stage. Of course he got locked up. They in a whole different country. They in Africa, bro. They're performing in Africa. They're not performing on American soil. They're performing where Mud Huts is at, champ. There's a bunch of scammers everywhere. That's where they performing at. They're in scam territory, champ. These are some very poverty-stricken scammers. Yes, someone tried to steal 50 Cent's chain while he was performing and tried to feed their village with the chain. Well, they weren't successful. Let's not forget they weren't successful in feeding the village with that chain. Can we at least admit this? And again, I do have the video on hand, and we're gonna look at that video, gang. Not gonna lie. But Champ, tell the whole story, Champ.
Right, but I've never heard of 50 pressing charges over a stolen item, like a chain.
You never knew that he got his chain yet, neither though, right?
Yeah, but I've never heard.
Oh,
of
you
anyone
did know?
saying,
Okay.
Yo, here's the paperwork of 50 pressing charges against me. I've never seen that.
I just said, yo, he yapped his chain and ended up with a case, bro. You take from that.
Yo, in 5 years, we're gonna see Papoose outside of a random corner store in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, holding a bottle of St. Ides, telling us these fake war stories, Champ, and how he defeated 50 Cent while 50 is having still an insanely successful career buying properties, building empires. We're gonna see Papoose outside of a random Bed-Stuy corner store with a bottle of St. Ides saying that he defeated 50 Cent while actually looking defeated. And he's gonna be in the same exact outfit that we see right here in this Vlad interview. He's gonna be in that same outfit, which is a very nasty fit, if I must say, Champ. This is a nasty fit. Your second chain is way too big for you to have on the smaller chain. Not gonna lie, that is a nasty chain combo, Champ. I'm not gonna look at the space between chains. That's a lot of space, nigga. It's like you triple spaced on an essay. Like imagine doing a research paper back in school and you like quadruple space between letters in a sentence. It's basically the same goddamn thing with those checks. Look how spaced out those chains are. Like, this looks crazy, gang. We'll see you outside of that Bed-Stuy corner store soon, Champ. Don't even trip. Let's proceed, gang.
What you want to take from it? It speaks for
Okay,
itself.
all right.
It speaks for itself.
You're connecting the dots, but all I'm saying
He
is
ended
those
up
dots
getting
may
locked.
not
He ended up
connect.
getting locked up. Me personally, a nigga yapped my chain. I don't want him to get locked up. That's just me.
Okay.
Everybody's different. I can't hold nobody to my beliefs. I don't want him to go to jail. Actually, I'm going to make sure he doesn't go to jail. That's just me. I don't expect nobody to agree with that, but me personally, it's cool.
Nigga, you about to be 50. Shut up. Let's get to the Bruno Carvalho situation, man. We got the footage. We got the clip. Come on, gang. Let's go. Let's get to that. This is 50 Cent performing in Africa, by the way, just so y'all know. And let's be very clear. Now he's performing Candy Shop. They in Africa, wherever the hell they at. Listen, man. In some of those countries, man, they waiting to try to take someone's belongings, Jim. In fact, there's a video where a rapper or somebody attempts to actually stage, crowd surf, jumps off stage. Man, they damn near stripped that man naked. I ain't gonna hold you. They damn near stripped this nigga. Nigga try to jump in the crowd and an African crowd and crowd surf. You're not crowd surfing in Africa, nigga. You're getting robbed, champ. Crowd surfing in Africa is basically a volunteer robbery. You just volunteer to get robbed. They're gonna strip you for everything, down to the socks, champ. Your socks are getting taken, champ. Wherever you at, they're gonna pawn your socks, nigga. You're taking your socks to the pawn shop, nigga. They might get some gold off your socks just cause you a famous person, champ. By the way. Triple O Skrilla with the $2 in town tax. It says, "Year, salute champ, town tax, salute gang, paying the town tax, keeping iris off your back. Listen, you don't crowd surf in goddamn Africa. I don't give a damn where you're at, champ. You don't crowd surf in Africa unless you want everything taken off you, champ. Nigga, they're gonna take your boxer briefs, your goddamn socks, everything is going. They're taking it to the pawn shop, champ. Yeah, nigga. Listen, they might clip your nose hairs off, nigga. They might take your nose. Somebody might take your nose hair is gonna get pawned, nigga. They're gonna take your nose hair to the pawn shop and get something in return, champ. I don't think you realize what you just did after the crowd surf. It's not a good idea, champ. By the way, but let's continue. Okay. That's the Bruno Carvalho dude who just snatched 50. So, bro was plotting to take 50 chain. Bruno Carvalho waited for the right opportunity to try to snatch 50's chain off of his neck. We're going to do a quick replay. Yeah, that's him, champ. So, this is my thing, right? Okay, you said Bruno Carvalho snatched 50's chain in Africa and all this. That's cool, champ. But stop acting like niggas ain't chased this man down. And yes, he got arrested, nigga. Yes, he was arrested. 50 is not the reason he got arrested, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. 730 JP says, your name being Bruno Carvalho and being from Africa is diabolical. Listen, that name sounds scammy enough to be from Africa. Yeah, nigga, I said it. His name is scam likely enough, nigga. If you see a phone call in all capital letters from Bruno Carvalho, 10 times out of 10, that's a scam likely call. 10 times out of 10, that's a scam likely call, nigga. You getting called by a goddamn illegal immigrant who's about to rob you, gang. Dead ass, or try to. You're gonna get the craziest finesse of all time. You heard? Once you pick up that phone call, you're gonna hear AutoZone commercial. That ass, a real AutoZone commercial. I ain't gonna hold you. Very, very rehearsed too, by the way. You're gonna get finesse, champ. I'm just gonna keep it a stack. But Bruno Carvalho sounds scam likely enough to be from Africa, in my opinion. I ain't gonna hold you, but let's continue. Salute to the homie Kristen Tasha, who says Pap was saying his name as if he was some cat at the bodega in Harlem somewhere. Exactly. Papoose is leaving out major details about the situation. You feel me? You're leaving out details, champ. They chased down Bruno Carvalho anyway after he tried to snatch. Well, he did snatch 50's chain. Or he waited for the perfect opportunity. He just said, "Oh, it." And you see how quick he snatched the chain. Let me see if I can go back to it. Look how quick he snatched. He snatched the chain way too quickly, man. This nigga has done these things before. This nigga just pounced on him like a goddamn house cat on Fenty. Like, imagine a house cat on Fenty. He had the agility and the reflexes of a house cat that was literally just done eating a GSP, which is a gas station perk. For those of y'all who don't know, champ, which is also Fenty, by the way. Yeah, man, he just pounced on Fifth Paws and tried to snatch. Well, didn't try. He actually took the man's chain off of his neck and tried to make a run for it, but he got chased down by security and etc. There you go. That was too fast. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Said. Like that was pretty fast. I ain't gonna lie. He clipped the chain off pretty fast. I'm not gonna lie, gang. Oh, champ. But this wasn't goddamn Africa, champ. This man attempted to feed his village with something off of 50 Cent's neck, champ. Did he actually succeed in doing this? He did not do that, champ. Sorry, not sorry. But guess what, gang? Papoose continued to gloss 50's lower half of his body, champ. Yeah, he continued to moisturize 50's zipper in this interview with DJ Vlad, because it didn't end with him talking about 50 Cent's altercation with Bruno Carvalho. He actually talked more about 50 the entire interview. I'm not even joking. To me, DJ Vlad backdoored Papoose to make him look like a complete bozo and glazer. I'm not gonna lie, but let's proceed. Look, champ, there's more.
Well, there's the line, you ain't diss Eminem, you're a slave master, you're a joke. Now, why would he diss Eminem, though?
Well, if you listen to the line before that, I pointed out how he disrespected all his friends, bro. I went down the line. He goes at it with everybody who he was friends with, he went at. But out of all of those friends, the only one you never disrespected was M.
Now, why the hell would he disrespect the man that helped him become fifth? That doesn't make any goddamn sense, Papoose. That's like you dissing DJ K-Slay and Busta Rhymes when they funded your career. Would you ever diss those guys? No, you wouldn't. And Eminem don't even be doing nothing. What would he have a reason to go? Nobody really goes against Eminem for any reason. You don't even see Eminem all that often. Even when M was on dope and all that, when he was really getting high, nigga, Eminem wasn't really having issues with people like that. Especially nowadays. Most people don't got an issue with Eminem. Eminem probably the least problematic person. Like, you don't even really see M around like that. Bro just be to himself. M is not a person that's in the mix, bro. He's just not. He raps and that's just what he does, man. That's all we really know about M, man. Yeah, there was a time he used to get high and wild out and all that, but those days are long gone. Why the hell would he ever go at it with M? M don't be... M got M things to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Niggas talking about, wow, why didn't he go at it with M? So you bozos. See, this is why I don't like a lot of people that's quote-unquote pro-black like that. Because they think everybody is just supposed to go against certain white folks because they white. You know what I mean? No M and Fifth not gonna go at it. It doesn't even make any goddamn sense. What are you talking about? He's a white man. Why don't you go at it with the white man then, champ? Because he didn't have issues with the white man. What the hell do you want him to do? Because he's white, he's supposed to have a problem with M, nigga? That's stupid. I don't like it. It's stupid logic, nigga. I Am Ashley does his Pap sounding like Claressa with this logic. Well, he's actually in the position that Clarissa's supposed to be in because he's being treated like a pillow princess in her crib. Yeah, champ. Did you know that? Nigga came to Vlad to talk about another grown man, nigga. Yeah, come on, bro. You came to glaze 50. This whole interview is about 50. You don't feel crazy talking about this man for an entire interview? Or maybe you don't because you don't have nothing to talk about when it comes to you. Your life is not that interesting, champ. But let's continue.
So that's why.
I mean, I've never heard him disrespect Dr. Dre.
He disrespect. See, I don't like to get into this because, you know what I'm saying, some of these individuals I'm cool with, you know what I'm saying, I consider myself cool with. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I don't even need to get into some of that. But I think you see for yourself what this dude does. Young Buck is signed to him. He ends up in beef with Young Buck. Game is signed to him. Ends up beefing with Game. Or whatever they deal was.
Nigga, the Game snaked 50. What are you talking about? We're not about to do this, bro. Young Buck likes machinery. We're not about to do this. Young Buck is a machine lover. We're not gonna do this. Yeah, Young Buck likes vending machines. Goddamn Game snaked him because of who? Jimmy Henchman, the nigga that 50 just called in prison last week to make fun of him for getting poked up by Harv. by World. By World, nigga. Yeah, nigga. What are you talking about? Yeah, Young Buck actually is a machine lover. Did you know that, champ? Yeah, that's what he is, champ. We know these things. But he went at it with Young Buck. Yeah, well, we know that already, you bozo. Nigga, why do you have on a motocross / NFL jersey? Why do you have on a motorcycle football jersey, nigga? You look like you about to be in a BMX games or something, the X Games or something, nigga. Like, you look crazy, gang. Like I said, in 5 years, this bozo will be in front of a random Bed-Stuy Brooklyn corner store with a bottle of St. Ides talking about how he defeated 50 Cent while 50 Cent is continuing to build a $1 billion empire. Dead ass. Nigga, you just went to Vlad to talk all about 50. You scrubbing 50's Frank. You're scrubbing 50's Frank with your teeth, champ. You're literally brushing your gums with 50's Frank. Did you know that, champ? Did you? I don't know if you knew or not, but I'm here to inform you on things that you may not know that you're doing. Let me. You're doing it better than Claressa wants to do it, champ. You are fulfilling Claressa's fantasy right before our very eyes, champ. By the way, you heard? Yeah, 7:30. Say he dressed like Evil Knievel. Word to my mother. Yes, champ. Like, what the hell, nigga? This is crazy, gang. Like, come on, champ. This is nasty. This is nasty, man. Come on, gang.
I don't want to speak on game situation. I don't know the details, but I know they was working together. Ends up going at it with Game. Once again, of course, the nigga who helped him get where he at and doesn't even get credit for it, which is weird as fuck to me, Lloyd Banks. He disrespects Banks for a living, on the regular. Whenever you feel like it, he disrespects Banks. So these are your day ones. You talking about Dr. Dre? Like, I'm giving you Banks. I'm giving you Buck. I'm giving you numerous individuals.
Buck is a machine lover, nigga. Whatever Lloyd Banks and 5th got going on is his business. First of all, let's be very clear about Banks and 50's issue. Banks and 50's issue is a Lloyd Banks doing. Lloyd Banks didn't like how 50 responded when Banks said that his pops passed away. Okay? Banks and his father ain't really have no close relationship as far as people know. 5th also knew that Banks and his pops weren't that close, but apparently Banks took his father passing to heart. And this was recently, in recent years. Apparently, Banks ain't like the way 50 reacted or what have you. And that's what caused the rift in 5th and Banks' friendship. That's all that was, man. Again, this is a Banks doing. Banks decided to part ways with 50. That's mostly Banks' decision, by the way. Just so we're clear. You know what I mean? You don't even know what the hell you talking about. Like, Buck. Nigga, Buck loves machines, nigga. I don't want to hear all that, nigga. That nigga sleeps with fax machines and all that. Yeah. Nigga, we don't want to hear that. Nigga got a whole Xerox fax machine in his goddamn bed. Okay? It's an Xerox machine with a goddamn wig on it, champ. Imagine a printer that has a wig on it, by the way. Yeah, the nigga's into other things, champ. So what the hell are you talking? Are you condoning vending machine love or something, huh, champ? I mean, you look like a vending machine, your goddamn self. Like, if there was a Monster Energy drink, a Rockstar energy drink machine, you'd look just like a Rockstar energy drink right now, nigga. If I was a fool and didn't know what the hell you had on, nigga, I would assume you had a Rockstar energy drink football jersey on right now. I'm just saying. By the way. In 5 years, I promise you, we gonna see this nigga in front of a goddamn Bed-Stuy bodega begging for change, talking about he defeated 50 Cent, holding a goddamn bottle of St. Ides in his hand. I'm promised, nigga. I'm dead ass. You think I'm lying, nigga? Listen. Chris Tyson says Banks locked himself in the crib after he passed. 5th had to get Banks physically just to do videos for Banks songs at the time. Pap is a goofy. Oh, champ. Notices Banks quietly left G-Unit with 50 Cent expressing frustration that Banks didn't evolve into a mainstream star despite recognizing him as a talented mixtape monster. 50 said Banks was lazy, which is interesting, right? Because in recent years, Banks has been putting in work though. Banks dropped 2 albums, right? He just dropped the album on Halloween. He just did his last installment of Halloween Havoc. He did another album last year. He did 2 albums last year, damn near. Basically, he did 2. And then he did like 2 other mixtapes that he promoted on his own website that's not available for streaming. So Banks has been putting in a lot of work over the last year and a half. I will say that. Not under 50's instruction, but under his own accord. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just saying. Mr. Cash is listening to how he talks about street-ish like a non-Negroes look at his fit. Cap USA and then bootleg store in the Bronx and Harlem is written all over. Yo, Pap, it's an African. His opinion. What you trying to say, that Hassan Campbell and Papoose shop at the same spot on Fordham Road or nah? Is that what you trying to say here, champ? You say you caught Papoose and Hassan Campbell at the same hookah spot buying clothes or something, champ? Hey, look, they in the same age range. Champ, listen, when you start shopping for clothes at the hookah shop with Habibi in them, listen, all that means is you getting old, gang. I ain't gonna hold you, gang. You getting old, nigga. You at the Habibi spot trying to shop. Oh, that's a problem. I ain't gonna lie, gang. You at the Ox spot trying to get clothes is crazy, gang. Oh, champ. Oh, not the latest at the hookah lounge and all that, champ. Notice says also can't forget Mayor, a photo of Banks with the Game 50's rival in 2016 reportedly calls frustration for 50. That's also a fact. However, Banks and Fifth was still cool, but yes, that picture with Banks and Game was crazy. You heard? Sugar bait, bro, you're looking crazy out here, starting to wonder how much 50 is paying you. If he's paying me, what do you care? Your name is Sugar Bait. That means you're mook. Sugar bait means that you go to mook bars and you present yourselves as bait for bun burglars. So what the hell are you talking to me for? Your name is Sugar Bait. This means you're bait for mooks. Why are you here? This isn't the most mook friendly place in the world. Your name is Sugar Bait. Why the hell is that your name? I bet you won't tell me. I bet you won't tell me why your name is Mook Bait, because that's literally what the translation is. By the way, you goofy, I wonder how much Fifth is. If Fifth is paying me, what the hell are you worried for? Why are you counting my pockets, nigga? Your name is Sugar Bait. Don't you need to go work a mook blade? Don't you got a blade to work or something? Your name's Sugar Bait. You sound like a mook prostitute, nigga. Shouldn't you be working the blade? I'm sure there's a sweet, sugary blade that needs you, champ. That can use your assistance, champ. How about you go do that, nigga? Nigga worried about, how much is Fifth paying you, huh? Shut up, nigga. How about that? Don't you use your buns to get paid? The hell are you talking about, nigga? Nigga's a splendor warrior. Word to my mother. You a splendor warrior. Word to my mother. Nobody says, why is it whenever you call out Pat's BS, all of a sudden you're getting a bag from 50? Yo, listen, if 50 giving me a bag, salute to Fifth, nigga. That's cool, man. Listen, y'all niggas wanna accuse me of getting paid in G-unit checks and all that. Yo, listen, I'll take it gladly. Listen, create the narrative. I'm taking whatever bread Fifth is giving. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm supposed to be mad. Like that's supposed to be some type of insult to me if 50's paying. Imagine thinking that someone who is one of the most known rappers in the world of history giving me money is a bad thing. Is it bad? I don't know. Billy Wynn says, yo, Showface, you giving the Easter Sunday smoke to lames in the chat. Oh, all the time. This nigga name is Sugar Bait, nigga. Listen, I'm sure there's some type of Easter theme at whatever mook bar this nigga about to attend. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Yo, listen, I'm wearing G-Unit everything for the check. You guys niggas got me. Yo, listen, I'm from Southside. Nigga, me wearing the G-Unit anything is never an issue, gang. There was a time where back in the hood, a lot of niggas had G-Unit tattoos and all that, claiming G-Unit. It wasn't even G-Unit. You know what I mean? But this nigga's name is what? Sugar. Your name is Sugar Bait. We already know what type of time you on, gang. Feel me? But let's continue.
Game. I can keep going, by the way. I'm just going to stop here. It's a waste of time. He does television shows with people. He end up disrespecting them. He disrespect all these people, but the one person you never disrespected, there you go.
Well, you could also say that Eminem did the most for him than anyone in his life.
Oh, so that's what it's about? It's about who do the most for you? That's how you determine your respect?
I mean, I think that...
You hear this, bozo? It's about who does the most for you to determine your respect. Yo, bro, what the hell is wrong with this guy, man? This is not even a point. Your respect is about who do the most for you. Yo, listen. If niggas is putting me on to $1 million of money, opportunity, for nothing, yeah, nigga, you gonna get my utmost respect. What the hell are we talking about? Nigga, M ain't never did nothing wrong in the Fifth, nigga. This nigga M said that Fifth was the greatest rapper he ever heard. Facts, and he signed him. Why should I disrespect him? This is coming from a nigga who already had motion, a nigga who was already on or already making a name for himself. When M got Dr. Dre to sign Fifth, what the hell are we talking about, man? This nigga acting like, you know, M did something bad to Fifth. M ain't do nothing bad to Fifth, bro. M only helped Fifth and praised Fifth. Why should he say anything bad to Eminem, nigga? If Eminem praised me and put me on $millions, nigga, Eminem is my best friend, nigga. Yeah, M is my best friend, nigga. If M putting me on, saying I'm the greatest rapper he ever heard, and he only put me on, nigga, why the hell do I not owe him respect? This nigga respected me enough to help me in life, nigga. I don't understand what niggas be talking. Niggas just be talking. It sound like a bum, bro. You sound like one of those winos off the street, but that's because you're on your way to becoming a corner store wino, my nigga. You're on the way. Don't worry, nigga. We don't give a damn about your life, and your career is meaningless, nigga. So yeah, you about 5 steps away from being a goddamn corner store wino. So we don't really give a damn what you talking about. Anyway, you just a hating ass nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Nobody says 50 still booking shows, events, yet Pap hasn't performed live, got booked for a show, LMAO, because the demand's not there, champ. This is a fact. There is no demand, champ. He barely has demand in Claressa's household. So how he gonna have demand outside of that, right? It don't make sense. Sugar Bait says emotional damage. You should be the one talking about emotional damage. There's a bunch of old men using you for your buns. Aren't you emotionally damaged, nigga? Your name's Sugar Bait. Ain't you emotionally damaged for having baby mud in your backside, champ? Is that not emotionally damaging, champ? Yeah, your name. Your name's Sugar Bait, by the way. It's not emotionally damaging that there's a bunch of old men baby mud oozing out your buns, champ? Make it make sense. I don't understand. What emotional damage am I going through, champ? I'm just asking. You're not gonna answer these questions now, are you, champ? Are you? And who the hell nicknamed you Sugar Bait, by the way? Is it? I don't know, man. It's nasty work. Listen, man. You got a nursery in your neck and apparently got a nursery in your buns. That's nasty work, nigga. You got 2 preschools in your body. That's nasty. You got 2 preschools within. Nasty work. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga got 2 daycares. You got a whole business within, Jim. You have a business within. Like, do you bozos really think before you try to insult me, or are you just stupid? What is it? I don't know. Didn't I tell you goofy niggas that I'm gonna get y'all out the paint? This shit too easy for me. I've been doing this. I don't know what y'all think this is, nigga. I don't know what y'all think this is, nigga. Listen, you see I got this suit on, right? We gonna see more suits. I heard people was complaining about, just because you complaining about the suit, I'm gonna keep wearing the suit, nigga. And guess what? This suit ain't just because I'm the mayor, nigga. I'm a funeral director too, by the way. Yeah, the mayor's not just the mayor. The mayor's also a funeral director, because there's gonna be a lot of those happening. That gonna hold you. There's gonna be a lot of funerals here. So I want niggas to play. I want to play. Listen, bring the trouble my way. I'm here for it, nigga. I'm a goddamn menace. You should have knew this already, nigga. You should have already knew. You should have already knew, nigga. Y'all niggas be acting like I'm not him, nigga. I'm gonna show you though. Let's continue.
That's part of it. I think you can't just ignore that part.
Nah, I don't judge respect on what you do for me. I'm not one of those type of people. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Real.
nah, I don't.
Okay,
not,
so you
that's
mean
like,
to tell me?
it's a little opportunistic.
Okay, so you mean to tell me that someone doesn't give you the opportunity and the platform and $1 million when you don't have it and catapults your career into where you are today? That should not be a basis of respect?
But so that means he deserves more respect than your day one, Lloyd Banks? He deserves more respect than a guy like that?
Well, look,
What are you talking about? He deserved more respect. Nigga, don't you understand that Lloyd Banks and 50's situation stemmed from other things? Listen, this is what I hate about certain individuals, right? Everybody can't be friends forever. We all had people that we was cool with once upon a time that we probably not cool with now. Nigga, that's just life, bro. You ain't gonna be cool with everybody forever. There's no perfection in life, nigga. That's just stupid. You know what I'm saying? Does Papoose and Busta Rhymes still talk? Probably not, nigga. Probably not. Let's talk about you. Do you and Busta Rhymes still talk? I mean, this was one of the investors in your career very early on. Do you niggas still talk? Probably not, nigga. Like, but I'm pretty sure Busta talks with 50 Cent. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe you have some type of issue with that, perhaps. Nigga, everybody ain't friends forever, nigga. That ain't how this thing work. Might be friends for a period. Sometimes you fall out with friends. It happens, man. Ain't no perfection in this. Kristen Sasha says Tony Ayo was technically 50's real day one. Not necessarily. I mean, listen, Banks and Yayo and all them came up together, bro. They all friends, bro. They all came up. Yayo still rocks with Banks. You know what I'm saying? They all from Southside. They all came up from Southside, bro. There's they all day ones, to be honest, bro. To be fair, they're all day ones. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, this is what it is, man. But let's proceed.
Just because
I think when it comes down to those situations, and that's really their relationship, I think it's very hard, and you've experienced this yourself, to break an artist and to have a successful record label is one of the hardest businesses in the world to be in. I've said this publicly, and I bet you would agree with me, that it is a better business decision to buy scratch-off lottery tickets than to try to break a new artist. Am I right?
Well, you got to listen to what you're saying now and pay attention, because you're talking about lottery, which is based on luck, right?
No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying
I just want to point that out,
that
though.
90% of the people who try to break a new artist end up losing all the money on that artist. Am I right?
It happens a lot of time. I wouldn't say 90, but I would say
You would know. You're an artist who isn't successful. You would know best. Correct shit. 90%, like you, 90%, nigga, you a poor investment. You can't make no goddamn hits. Name a Papoose hit. Oh yeah, it doesn't exist. All chant. One Papoose album that failed miserably, the Nasirima Dream, one of the worst albums in hip hop history, went absolutely nowhere, champ. 2 times aluminum foil, maybe, champ. It didn't even qualify for the Source Awards or the Ozone Awards, for those of us who remember, nigga. It didn't even qualify for the Ozone Awards, nigga. Y'all remember the Ozone Awards, nigga? That's like the bottom of the barrel, nigga. Like, that's worse than goddamn the Source Awards, nigga. This wasn't even a qualifier for the Ozone Awards, nigga. Like, what are you talking about? Come on, man. Listen, you're the only artist that had the backing of actual big-time artists that failed miserably, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. You gave us co-worker music for a long... You kept giving us the same co-worker music and never made a hit, nigga. You the only nigga that had somewhat of an opportunity but still managed to give us co-worker music, nigga. Yeah, you gave us UPS delivery driver music for a long period. Since 2004, right? So 2026 will make, what, 22 years you've been giving the same UPS delivery driver music. It just didn't change, nigga. It's just the same delivery driver music over and over and over again. And not one hit came of these things. Not one hit, nigga. Not one. Not one, champ. Nasty, what we gonna see you on that corner store in Bed-Stuy sooner than later. Don't even trip, my nigga. Don't worry. Oh, champ. Hakeem Jackman says I could see Pap in the Last Dragon fit doing karate in front of the liquor store, talking about he the only nigga that could rap and do karate. Well, listen, with enough sane odds, the nigga might do a whole backflip, you heard? With enough sane odds in his system, the nigga might do something drastic, you heard? He might really break his lower hip trying to do a backflip. Nigga, he might overdo it, champ. You heard? He's gonna try to get change from some random YN to make them believe he defeated 50 some way, somehow. He's gonna try to finesse some YNs with fake war stories in front of the bodega. It's gonna happen, champ. Give it some time. If you ain't smash that like button, gang, make sure you hit that like button. By the way, man, the new Discord is here, man. If you in the chat, man, you see that pin link? Hit that link, join the new Discord, man. New Discord is here after some albino rhinoceros decided to delete my previous Discord. All I'm gonna say is that same rhino better chill out. Alright, you heard? You better chill or it's gonna get ugly. But join the new Discord. Link is in the chat. Let's keep this thing going.
Very close.
All the new artists. Now, I'm not just talking about major labels. I'm talking about all the D-boys out there who invest in the hot dude on their block, and all the real estate guys who think they have an ear for music, that start their own little record labels and whatever else. All these artists that you constantly see, you know, they do videos, they have Rolls Royces and all that, even though they don't, you know, you've never heard of them before because someone's financing all that, and then 3 months later, you've never heard from them again. It's extremely hard to take someone you've never heard of and turn them into something that people are really consuming on that level. Really, really hard.
But see, I wouldn't want one of those careers to where you that's because they're going to get individuals who are not really artists. Let me tell you something, Vlad.
Yeah.
You're one of them. But you're one of them, though. I'm sure Papoose can't name 5 of his own songs that mean something. Sugar Bait is back. Pap so issue here making a whole lot about him. Yo, listen, if you love Papoose that much, go inbox him, champ. Confess your love to him. Don't come here telling me. Tell him. Apparently you in love with Pap. Go tell this nigga. Go tell this macho man Randy Savage dressing ass nigga that you love him, champ. Don't tell me, nigga. Why are you making a live about Pap? Yo, look, get your mook ass on and go to his inbox, nigga. How about that? You goddamn pixie straw. Your name is Sugar Bait. Your name is Sugar Bait. You hear me, champ? Go to his inbox and tell him you goddamn love him. Don't tell me anything, nigga. At all. At all, you goddamn mook. You got baby mud in your trunk, nigga. You got baby mud in your trunk. You heard? Oh, champ. We got another brokey. Illuminati says you broke. I'm broke, but you have my baby mud in your mouth. How that work? I'm broke, but you have a baby mud smoothie in your neck. How does that work? How does that work, champ? I'm just asking. If I'm so broke, why are you watching me, champ? Listen, man, you only here for the baby mud condiment, champ. You here to collect baby mud condiments, champ. Yeah, that's what you're here. You're here for the baby mud condiments, correct? That's why you're here? Okay, listen. Do what you wish, champ. I just want to let you know you're not hurting me, champ. You feel me? Listen, I know you here for baby mud condiments, champ. You heard? I already know why you here. You know what I mean? That niggas love Pap. Nigga, go confess your love to Papoose in your inbox. Go inbox the nigga, man. Tell him you love him, champ. Tell him how much he means to you. You know what I mean? Do that, nigga. Like, why you here? Like, Papoose is the greatest, nigga. You go, okay, so go tell him, nigga. Why you here? What you think, you gonna get me mad? I'm not mad at your mook. Listen, if you mook, you gotta live with that. That's something that you gotta live with. Don't come to me with the nonsense, nigga. I'm not a therapist. You heard? Go tell Papoose that you wanna extract this baby mud with your neck. Go tell him, nigga. Go tell him, nigga, that you are a professional baby mud extractor by way of the neck. Go tell that nigga. Don't come here with that nonsense, you cornball. Nigga mad. Oh, champ, it's nasty work. Y'all nasty, man. Y'all need help on a Easter Sunday of all days, champ. You want all of Pap. You want Pap's eggs in your basket. You're mook. You want Pap's eggs in your basket. You're mook. Let's continue, gang.
True artist who's really a great artist might come every 20 years, bro. The rest of that shit be garbage. A lot of it be trash. And that's why they have to push the low-level talent to the forefront, because if the guys the true artists, the true passionate artists who are really talented, who really have substance, consistency, versatility, if those guys were to get the respect that they deserve, a lot of people wouldn't have jobs. So I get it. I wouldn't chase one of those careers. You said it yourself. You look at those guys who made the quote-unquote hit record, the big record. Where they at now?
D4L?
I'm just saying, a lot of the one hit.
Nigga, at least D4L got a goddamn hit, nigga. Do you even know who was in D4L? Nigga said, what about the hit record? Yo, Papoose, you don't have no hit records, nigga. You never charted on Billboard. You are not good. You never charted on Billboard. Even Uncle Murder charted on Billboard. You've never charted on Billboard, gang, at all. At all. Where are these artists today? Nigga, Jaquan got more of a successful career than you. You know the nigga who made everybody in the club getting tipsy? You ain't remember that nigga? He's more successful than this guy. Y'all remember Jaquan, nigga? He's more successful than Papoose. Dead ass. A lot of them niggas we seen back in the day and all that, more successful than goddamn Motocross Pap. I'ma call you Motocross Pap, nigga. Cause you look like you belong in the X Games right now. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, come on, gang. Here goes Sugar Bay glossing Pap some more. Listen, I told you what you do. If you love Pap that much, go confess your love to him, champ. I mean, why would I be mad that this nigga's doing an entire interview flossing with Fifth's lower extremity hairs, champ? Why would I be mad about that? I think it's weird. I think, like I said, I think Vlad and backdoor Papoose is like a complete moron from glazing 50 so hard. I couldn't hold you. But let's continue.
The ones that going, you forgot about them. You don't even remember them.
Well, I mean,
you got one record and you going. Then you got a guy. Then you got a guy like a lyricist who
the other dude died. You know, I mean, there's more to it. Like, I mean,
a lot of those got your Vlad. You can't sit here and deny that we don't remember a lot. Some of these niggas just had a hit record 5 minutes ago and we don't remember them.
Yeah.
Like, let's not deny that. So I'm just pointing out to you that I'd rather have longevity in the game, shameless plug, Papoose, than be a one-hit wonder any day.
Well, look, man, I'll say this. And this is just me.
Them same one-hit wonders got more money than Papoose. Yo, listen, a one-hit wonder sometimes could make you good. Like, there's some one-hit wonders who's just doing a lot of ghostwriting behind the scenes. Or maybe they had a crazy investment in real estate or something. Or maybe they use their money to create other business ventures, right? Which is literally a wealth cheat code. Like, that's like a financial wealth. They've reached financial wealth with just one hit record. They were able to somehow create other avenues of financial freedom, right? What the hell Papoose talking about? These one hit wonders got more everything than he does. Everything. They got more everything than he got. They got more everything. They got a legacy because clearly their songs are still being played, for starters. And number two, whatever they're doing now is making them way more money than whatever Papoose is supposed to be doing. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. Chris and Tasha says, we only remember Pap because of Remy and now his boxing boyfriend. I mean, hey yo, how do I say your name? Master Torah? I don't know. Because if you do that, means you remember more Gerardo songs than Pap songs. Yo, listen, there's a lot of one-hit wonders that have way more than goddamn Papoose. Salute to Nodi. The only reason Pap's song got motion because 50 was attached to it. No one would care outside that he couldn't get motion at all without mentioning 50. Yeah. Without 50 Cent being mentioned, nobody actually gives a damn what Papoose has to say, nigga. The nigga's rapping in his car, man. This nigga is in his car rapping. Dissing. What the hell are you rapping in the whip for? For what, nigga? Like, these things is just corny, man. You gonna be the same old man in front of the bodega in goddamn Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, trying to tell your quote-unquote war stories to these YNs, trying to get a nickel and dime from them, champ. Probably to get another can of St. Ides or something. That ass. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Penny Brown says, yeah, I believe Kaya is an example of that. Has been living off my neck, my back. My neck, my back is a timeless record. It's a timeless record, bro. It's just crazy, man. It's a timeless record. Listen, we got mooks in the chat. Listen, apparently they're subconsciously attracted to the mayor, and I think it's weird. I'm not gonna hold you. It is what it is. Y'all know where Papoose's inbox is. Go confess your love to this nigga. I'm sure you love his motorcycle goddamn football jersey he's wearing, gang. I'm sure you like it, champ.
Me being honest, I think what 50 did at the start of, the first few albums in terms of G Unit and everything else like that, by putting them in position, hopping on a lot of their songs. I remember, he even talked about this, and I agree. His first album was on fire, right? It went diamond. But instead of putting out a second album, he put out the G Unit album. And I think he got behind a lot of these guys, and he got on a lot of their big songs. Tony Yayo's So Seductive, his biggest song, that's 50 on the hook, right? That's 50 all over the song. Game's first album, 50 originally was on half the songs. They had to actually take out some of his, I remember there's one song, and me and Game talked about this in our interview, the song that Nate Dogg does on the hook, 50 actually did the hook, but they took 50 off because he was on so many songs with Game that they didn't want it to look like a collab album.
50. Oh, another bozo. Hold on, man. Sugar Beat is still going better than the cheap $20 suit. You saying it's cheap, but you're fixing the zipper on my suit pants, though. You're fixing the zipper on my... You are fixing the zipper on my suit pants with your teeth, champ. Yeah. Yeah, champ. You're biting my zipper flap. My pants zipper, my slack that's attached to the goddamn vest, the goddamn blazer. You're using your teeth to fix my fly. Ain't that crazy? It's crazy, right? Yeah. You're saying all this, but you're actually fixing the fly on my pants that's attached to the blazer. So make it make sense. I don't understand where you're going with this, champ. Did you think that you made a point? Did you? Listen, I already told you you got a goddamn nursery within, champ. You got a nursery in your neck and you got a nursery in your buns. That's how you make ends meet. You're working a very mook blade right now, champ. Your name is Sugar Bait for a reason, because you're sugar and you're bait for mooks, champ. You work for mooks. Listen, you get paid to please mooks. That's what you do, right? I would suggest that you stop trying to give me free samples of your work by way of my slacks, champ. I would suggest stop giving me free samples of your work by way of my slacks, champ, and fix my zipper. As a matter of fact, I'm thirsty and I want to drink. I would also suggest you get me a drink because I'm thirsty, by the way, all right? And wipe your mouth when you're done. Let's continue.
Was on the Hook to Special because he wrote the hook for Special,
right?
And we just put, he was I was good with it. 50 was good with it because I think at that point he was only on 4 songs. But I think Jimmy Iovine was like, we want Game to stand alone, and I think the 50's on too many songs, so let's just put Nate Dogg on another record, and so we put Nate Dogg on that.
But 50 really contributed to a lot of these dudes' success, and as opposed to saying, okay, I'm just gonna keep putting out albums solo myself and have it focus on me. I think he really gave a lot of those dudes platforms. Including Game, including Lloyd Banks, including Young Buck, including Tony Yayo.
As an artist, I'll tell you what I salute him for. What I liked about it. By the way, the first album, I would be a fraud if I sit up here and say that album wasn't fire. Come on, now.
Yeah, it was
we're not gonna do that. So let's get that out the way. Like, I'm not one of those guys. But I'll tell you what he did in my opinion, that I think was genius. That first album, to me, if you listen to it, because I'm not programmed like a lot of people these days, I'm not programmed, and I wasn't back then, that was the same shit he did on the mixtapes. The most genius thing he did was, when it was time to release his album, he did the same shit that he did on the mixtapes. A lot of people get in that position, and you got so many people in your ear, oh, you gotta make a record, it gotta sound this way, it gotta sound like that. Hey, you know, they start telling you how to create your music. What he did that was genius was, he said no. And he stuck to what the fuck he was doing on those mixtapes. So when
And you did the same thing and you sold not one hit record. See, that's because 50 Cent is an artist and you're not. You're just the substitute teacher that raps when the real teacher is out and don't give homework to the class because you want them to hear your raps, champ. You want them to hear your co-worker raps. So you rap to the class for 30 minutes the entire period until the bell rings, champ. That's you. You don't make hit records. You're not an artist. You're just a substitute teacher that knows how to put words together. That's it. But you're just not good. You don't have any swag. Like, you're not a swag rapper. You're just not that, man. You just never had the swag, champ. And for the greatest artists of all time, greatest rappers, they all have swag, something that you lack. You don't have that, champ. You're just a wino on a microphone, champ. If you give a wino a microphone, it's pretty much Papoose. Whenever you see a wino perform rap, just think of Papoose. It's the same thing. It's no different. That's why the nigga never had a hit and won't have no hits. He can't produce a hit. His biggest record is dissing 50 Cent. Crazy enough, right? His biggest record is dissing 50 Cent, which is crazy. And it's not even a good record. People only like it because they hate 50 Cent for whatever reason. For whatever reason, right? They mad at 50 for him trolling his ops and laughing at his ops. Apparently, they don't like it. Who really gives a damn what they like though, right? It is what it is, man. This guy's trash. And I also believe that yes, he's a hater. But listen, if Claressa Shields ran my household, I would be salty too. I'm not gonna hold you. If Claressa Shields had a say so in my life, I'd be angry. I wouldn't make such decisions. I would never have a shorty that looks like Money Mayweather, like a young Floyd when Floyd was Pretty Boy Floyd. If I had a shorty that looked like Pretty Boy Floyd, I would be just as salty as Papoose. I can't front. Am I judging Papoose too harshly because his girlfriend looks like Pretty Boy Floyd, like Floyd back in 1996 when he won the Olympics and all that? Or lost the Olympics? Am I wrong for saying that, champ? Because she do look like Pretty Boy Floyd. I'm just going to keep it a stack. Like, that's young Floyd Mayweather, for those of y'all who don't know. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. Oh, champ. DJ Superman Soda says, never invite a man below your waist, champ. These days, they might take the offer. Stop it. I'm not stopping nothing, nigga. I'm from the town. You not. I'm from the town. I invite whoever I want. As a matter of fact, you invited, too. You invited to eat Frank. As a matter of fact, just for that, nigga, you gotta go, too. Hold on, gang. This nigga trying to tell me never. Nigga, you get an invite, too. The hell you thought? Nigga, you not off limits, nigga. Nigga, we'll see you tomorrow. Nigga, go hug your shadow. I'm trying to tell the mayor what he can and can't. Nigga, I'm from the town, nigga. Eat Frank, too. The hell? Nigga, you thought you was off. Don't ever invite a man down. Nigga, you're invited too, then. You invited too, nigga. What you talking about? But you thought you thought you had a say so here, nigga? Eat Frank. Is you dumb? Don't ever tell me what to do. Y'all must have forgot the program here, nigga. I don't give a damn what you talking about. Don't ever invite a man below. Nigga, you're invited now. How about that? Now you invited, nigga. Shut up. Let's continue.
You heard Get Rich or Die Trying. You heard the same guy you've been getting on the mixtapes just now with the machine behind it. So that was smart, and I think that's the mistake a lot of artists make when they get in that position to release music on the major label. You know what I mean? They start trying to control you and all of that. He stuck to his guns. So to me, when everybody's saying, making it seem like he's this quote unquote hit maker and all this, no. The nigga stuck to the script. That's what worked for him. You know what I mean? He did what he was doing, and when that shit came out, The streets loved it, and it was contagious. The kids in the suburbs, he had the fake story. You know what I'm saying? I got shot 9 times. You know, those guys did the album cover with.
It was not a fake story. He got shot at 9 times. About 5 of those things actually hit. Fake story. That nigga really got clapped though. Now they made it seem like he got clapped 9 times for you know, publicity and all that. The same thing that Chief Keef did. They made it seem like Chief Keef had a shootout with the police and all that. That was all for promo too. Chief Keef did a similar thing for his career. They made it seem like he had a shootout with the police and all that in Chicago. I mean, what are we talking about here? This nigga Papoose just want to be the realest nigga in the room, but nobody really gives a damn about all that, man. It's just corny. He want to be the realest nigga in the room. Like, I really did drink St. Ides yesterday. Like, nobody cares, bro. Nobody gives a damn. Nigga want everything to be legit. Like, use a combo, nigga. It look like you got Shawn Michaels pants, but you wearing it as a shirt. Like, if Shawn Michaels pants was a shirt, nigga, it'd be what you got on right now, nigga. You look like you got on Shawn Michaels pants as a football jersey, gang. I ain't gonna lie. But that's what happens when you shop on Fordham Road. I ain't gonna hold you. When you shop on Fordham Road in the Bronx, this is exactly what you would come up with. Start wearing things like this. You shop at the hookah spot that Habibi and them own. They use a hookah shopper. You can get your clothes from the hookah shop, nigga. Just like your boy Has do. That ass. You heard? All champ. Straight wino attire. Straight wino attire. Billy Wiz is Pap mad he couldn't be 50 Cent and he had to be Pap. Well, he ain't got a choice but to be Pap because Pap ain't making no goddamn hits. At all, champ. At all. George says not a hit maker. Game would it be on the shelf at Interscope if it wasn't for 50 Cent hit making ability. Well, he's been on the shelf though. The game is irrelevant. The game is irrelevant, but at least he got hits, unlike Papoose. Kenny says, damn it, man, Pap let French Montana surpass. That's because French Montana is a better artist than Papoose. I mean, listen, you say what you want about French Montana. He ain't the best rapper in the world, but goddamn it, he got hits, though. I'd much rather listen to French than listen to this bozo. Sorry, not sorry, nigga. French Montana at least got swag, nigga. This is what I be saying, nigga. Nobody want no stale ass encyclopedia rapping ass nigga. Don't nobody wanna hear no stale encyclopedia rapping ass niggas. That's for them goddamn backpack niggas. All you backpack niggas, y'all like that corny stuff, man. Y'all wanna hear encyclopedia raps. You know what I mean? Everybody don't wanna hear that, nigga. That's why niggas don't got no hits. I don't wanna hear no encyclopedia brown raps, nigga. And niggas wanna hear the dirtiest of corniest nonsense. Y'all rather a nigga not have swag versus have swag, nigga. If it was up to you, you would take a peanut butter and jelly sandwich over filet mignon any day. You rather eat a PB&J sandwich over filet mignon. That's how you know you some dirty Negroes, nigga. Cause what type of bozo would choose goddamn PB&J over filet mignon? That's self-sabotage, nigga. You got a self-sabotage type of mindset. You're nasty. Like, who eats tomahawk steaks when there's peanut butter and jelly at the house? You're a cornball. These are the type of backpackers. These is the backpackers, bro. They're corny, man. This is what they do. They're champion a bozo like Papoose, who ain't got not one hit, a nasty resume, and pretend that he's making the greatest things ever. Like, use a cornball and a hater, and you probably eat PB&J over filet mignon. It's nasty work. Let's continue.
The bullet holes, the whole shit, the marketing team, everything fell in place. You know what I mean? So that, as far as that, you can't front on that first album. But me personally, you know, you got a guy like Nas who did Illmatic and then came back with It Was Written. Babe, bro, he ain't come up with no It Was Written. You know, where's the sophomore? That shit, it wasn't that. Some people argue that Nas' second album is better than the first. I'm not one of those people, but some people argue that.
I'm not one of those.
It Was Written was better than Illmatic. I'm saying it. It Was Written is better than Illmatic. I'm saying it. Is Illmatic fire? Yes. It Was Written is better. I'm saying it. I know. I'm a hip hop historian, bro. Ain't too much you could tell me unless you really live hip hop. It Was Written is better than Illmatic. Some of y'all might feel different. I think It Was Written was better. I feel like It Was Written was better. So keep it a G. I mean, now 2000s Nas I'm not very fond of. I prefer 90s Nas over everything because 90s Nas had more swag, had more mafioso-esque types of music that I prefer. Not gonna hold you. But that's just me. That's just me. I'm just gonna keep it tall, gang. It Was Written is very classic. Not gonna hold you. He was wilding on that. But Illmatic is very classic though. It's one of the biggest hip hop albums of all time. Period. You know what I'm saying? But I think It Was Written was a better sound wise. I think sonically It Was Written is better. Sonically. As a pure hip hop album, Illmatic clearly is one of the best albums ever. I get it. But sonically to me, It Was Written is better, in my opinion. But he's comparing Nas to 50 Cent. 50 Cent and Nas are two completely different rappers, man. You can compare Jay-Z and Nas, but you can't compare Nas and 50. Nas and 50 are two completely different rappers in different eras, in my opinion. It's just not the same, bro, to me. And Nas also was someone that helped 50 Cent too, because 50 Power of $1.50 before all of the Get Rich or Die Trying stuff and In the Club, Nas was also very supportive of 50, by the way. Just so we're clear. I don't think Nas ever supported Papoose. Papoose is glazing Nas for no reason because there's no real reason to compare Nas to 50, in my opinion. Not gonna hold you, gang. But let's continue.
No. But hold on now, Black. Hold on now. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna tell you this, bro. That second album is a problem. I'm not gonna jump in front of myself and say it's better than Illmatic now, because Illmatic, come on, bro, but it was just as good. I say that. I'll go on the record and say that. You disagree?
I would disagree because was it on that second album where it had like Nas Is Coming and the Dr. Dre production and stuff like that?
Was Nas Is Coming? I'll tell you this, what was on there. That was a standout for me. I never heard nothing better than I Gave You Power, by the way. Poetically. The Message. He had a lot of crazy joints on there, man. Like I could keep going. But let's not get away from the point. Your man, his second album compared to Get Rich or Die Trying, what we doing? What we talking about?
No, listen, I didn't like the second album or the third album.
You know what?
The first one.
You're an honest man, man. I'm glad you told the truth today, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm gonna keep on it. Listen, DJ in my name is not just someone's initials.
Okay.
You know,
got
I'm an actual DJ. I have mixtape of the year plaques. Like,
right.
You know, come on. You know, at the end of the day, music is music. I take it seriously. No, the second and third album had some joints on it, but definitely it didn't have the magic of the first one. It also didn't sell like the first one, but it did go multi-platinum. So at the end of the day,
to me, the next time he had a moment was if I'm mistaken, I'm talking about like a big moment was I Get Money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ever since then.
That's cap, nigga. 50 still got hits after I Get Money. You just don't remember them. And you don't have any hits. Why is your whole interview about 50 Cent, nigga? Why is the whole interview about Fifth? You're glossing Fifth's friend. Yeah, nigga. And in a couple years, you're gonna be outside one of them Bed-Stuy corner stores trying to tell these war stories to these YNs like, yeah, I remember when I beat you. You remember when I beat Fifth? Do you remember when I beat Fifth? Like, you never in your life beat Fifth. Stop lying. This doesn't exist. I mean, it's weird. CJMJ says the point is, where is your hits? Let's get to that. How many do you have on one of 50's joints? And nigga Pap ain't doing nothing, bro. Nigga can't name one hit he did on one record. See, Papoose would never fix his mouth to ever name a record he did because it's embarrassing. Naming a record he did is like new information. Papoose can't name no records because if he does, it's literally new information that nobody knows about. He has very hidden, nigga, all your songs are unlockables, nigga. You have unlockable songs, nigga. Your songs got a lock in front of it, nigga. Nobody ever seen it. it's not available. You have to search far and wide to even find Papoose's stuff because nobody's looking for it. It's not sought after. You're not hip hop royalty, and you're not good. You're just not good. Again, you make UPS delivery driver music, and that's just what it is, man. We just got to be honest about the situation, okay? That's it. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, he had the power, you know, Big Rich Town. That was a hit. That was a hit record. It wasn't necessarily on his album, but it was a big song, and it being on the TV show.
Nigga, where's yours? Where is your? Listen, you are a Dollar General rapper, nigga. You are a Dollar General rapper, nigga. The only place you can find a physical copy of a Papoose album is Dollar General. Facts. In the candy aisle, by the way. You might find some leftover. You might find some scraps of a Papoose CD that's worth like 75 cents. It's probably about the same price as some candy canes or something. You know what I'm saying? You should probably, honestly, you probably find it in like where they got notebooks and folders and stuff at. School supplies. I'm in the school supplies section. I look to the right of me. Oh, look, it's a Papoose album. Yeah, and there's definitely like rat residue on it. Like there's literally like rat increments on that album, by the way, just so we're clear. There's a dead fly on it, you know what I'm saying? And maybe some rat increments there, you know what I'm saying? That's about it. Yeah, I'm looking for school supply. Oh, look, it's a Papoose album. Honestly, finding a Papoose album in that aisle is like an inconvenience. If you see a Papoose album in that aisle, it's just an inconvenience. Like, it's in the way. Like, oh, like, move that album out the way. What the hell? Why is there a Papoose album on top of these notebooks here? I mean, it's like an inconvenience. You know what I'm saying? Like, finding a physical copy of Papoose's album is an inconvenience. Like, it wasn't necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. It's like when you find bird poop on top of your car, champ. Like your windshield got some type of geese dump on it. A geese just took a dump on top of your windshield, gang. That's the same thing as finding the Papoose album, champ. It's just the inconvenience, champ. You know what I mean? It's just the inconvenience, my nigga. Yeah, goddamn Mother Goose just took a extremely large dump on top of your goddamn windshield. You gotta go clean that up, champ. Yeah, seeing the Papoose album is like an inconvenient mess. You heard? That's it. Christian Tasha says, I know he not talking like this with a song like Bucket Naked in his resume. I actually remember that trash. So he made songs that only the hood would know for 1 year, nigga. Word of my mother. Oh, we got a goddamn bum in here. Hold on, let me get this nigga out of here. He came here to glaze me again. Let me get you out of here, nigga. By the way, you see, I got funeral director clothes on for you too, champ. By the way, matter of fact, they can't even. How come I can see when they can't see you? Don't worry, I got you, gang. Don't even trip. Get out of here, gang. You came here to eat Frank. I'm gonna get you going though, like for good. I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna get you going though, gang. That ass. But yeah, man, listen, I know the Frank eaters came to harvest on the mayor's meat. I get it. A lot of Frank biters is in the building. I see you, champ. But yeah, just know that you're not gonna have a channel like mine's. You glaze me for a living. I'm basically your father, champ. You have to watch me. Especially for those of you who are in these hoods that can't leave those hoods. Y'all niggas are stuck in those hoods. Y'all can't go nowhere. Y'all scared to leave, nigga. It's like stoop kids afraid to leave the stoop, nigga. You can't leave the hood. You leave the hood, it's like something that you're scared of. Like, you have a leave hood phobia, nigga. You have a phobia of leaving your hood. That has to be some type of mental condition. Like, you should be diagnosed with something because you cannot leave your block. I'm not gonna hold you, but let's continue.
All right, we can agree.
And then ever since then, he just been making his bones off of disrespecting people, man. Disrespecting the Black and Latino community on a constant. Like, you did.
Nigga, shut up. Disrespecting the Black and Latino community, nigga. What? he makes a living on disrespecting the black and Latino. Shut up, nigga. What are you talking about? Kristen Thompson says, I'm surprised Claressa let him come downstairs for this interview. Listen, he had to ask Claressa for permission to do this interview, nigga. You know, he ain't just do that on his own, champ. You have to ask for permission. Alright? You gotta ask for permission, champ. Alright? Listen, when Maserati Rose comes over to Claressa's house and bangs her out, Papoose makes sure he has cookies ready in the oven, knocks on the door to make sure he's not disturbing anything, and he gives Maserati Rose and Claressa Shields some fresh baked cookies that he made his goddamn self. That's a fact. Yeah, champ. Yeah, nigga. That's a fact. Yeah, nigga. You bake cookies while Claressa's getting banged out by G-Unit artist Maserati Rose, and you go up to knock on the door, make sure you're not disturbing a good session, and you serve them both your world famous pap cookies, champ. That's right. Yeah. So I don't even know why you're doing all this, champ. We know reality, and you should know reality. By the way, gang.
Disrespecting women. What? Damn, bro. You disrespect Tiny. You know, she has sons. She got a husband. They standing up for her. What you expect them to do? And I just think that it's time for us as a people, you know what I'm saying, to start holding this dude accountable.
Shut up, nigga. Yo, I don't like people like this, man. I'll be honest. And we're done with that nonsense. Papoose is a cornball. I hate these fake pro-black heroes. We have to stop 50. He's so troublesome. The nigga ain't do nothing, bro. What are we talking about? We have to stop this. Stop what? Stop what? You man because he's defending himself. Now we gotta stop this. This is so troublesome for the so-called black community. We gotta make it make sense, bro. It's corny at this point. It's performative. This is old. This is weird, nigga. It's weird. 50 is troubling the black community. Oh my God, fifth. Another post. Like, y'all corny, man. Shut up. Don't nobody care about all that. This is just corny, man. And we acting like bro's the problem in the black community. Nigga, the black community is the problem within the black community because of the black community, nigga. You know what I'm saying? The fifth is not the problem in so-called black community. The black community gonna always be a problem for itself. Just like every community will be a problem for itself. Just like there's a problem in the white community and the Asian community and every other community that has problems. There's a problem anywhere, nigga. Let's just be honest. We're not about to pretend and like fifth is troubling the black community. Oh my, shut up. It's fake outrage. It's corny. You just hate the man. Just say you hate him, nigga. That's it. Just say you hate him. Nigga, Fifth and gave more black people opportunity than Papoose could ever, because Papoose is not in a position to give niggas opportunities. Or champ. Yeah, Pap, you not in a position to give no niggas any opportunities, and you can't give nobody a goddamn thing. All champ. So what's all this? What's all this fake ass activism you trying to do? It's all performative, gang. That ass. Listen, man. If you new to the main channel, I need you to make sure that you hit the subscribe button right away. Right now, champ. Turn notification bell on to get all the notifications and the mayor's updates right away, right now, gang. Smash that like. And most importantly, when the video is done, I need you to hit that hype button. I ain't gonna lie. You heard? Do that. You heard? You heard, Shorty, what you said? What you said, Shorty? What did you say? Yeah. Yeah, champ. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. And one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. Are you ready, gang? It's the mayor. The one and only New York Mayor, F. Mom Donnie, and you rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham. You already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. I'm up out of here, gang. We got more content. Salute.